Hello, welcome to another video, and oh, good lord. Obviously we're in a complete dearth of Amico news right now. There's nothing coming out about the Intellivision Amico because the Intellivision Amico is not coming out, even though DJC seems to think every week apparently when he does these Amico Forever podcasts or your live streams, maybe we'll hear something next week. Well, Intellivision have never said that, have they? So you're not going to be hearing anything. Why they still keep at it, I don't know. Surely Geeks with Cash and Brad can find better things to do with their evening. And then if DJC is left on his own with that sort of dodgy looking puppet, then that'll be the end of it. But in fact, he still thinks it's coming out more than Intellivision themselves do. But in any event, I just I was in a YouTube group, and this guy just brought this up. Now he is religious. I'm not religious, so if you're religious, you might not like some of the things I have to say, but because I think it's all bunkum. But yeah, I'm just gonna go through this. I've seen a bit of it, and I'm gonna try and not name the topic because it's just a bit mad. It's just it's just a very strange thing to make a video about. It really is. But let's get to it.
This video was such a pain to film.
Oh my god, such a pain to film. Look at him, he looks like he needs a good relaxer.
I'm having a little panic attack trying to make this. I know that sounds crazy.
Yes, it does.
Started watching.
Now the music does tend to sort of drown things out, a bit, which is really annoying. But we'll have to go with it.
Get this right. I just want to get this right. God, why? Why is this so hard to get out?
Why is he talking to the ceiling, calling the ceiling God?
People. So I started watching porn at a very young age.
Like most men?
I probably started watching porn in 5th or 6th grade.
No, I'm in the UK, so I don't know what 5th or 6th grade is. I think that would be about 5th or 6th year, towards the end of what we would have be primary school in the UK. So about the age of 10 or 11. Would I be 10 or 11? Well, yes, we had video recorders back then, and there was some some films with very dodgy hairdos in around that time, and just no manscaping at all. Just we needed Pat the NES punk to come and advertise his Manscaped products, so that some men in the 70s just had ridiculous. Well, the men and the women, they were not trimmed, shall we say? But anyway, let's get on with it.
The moment that I started watching porn, it was instant addiction.
And why not? It's entertaining. It fills a gap in the day. You know, you got something to do in between watching a bit of TV and making dinner. Then go for it.
Which is crazy to think about because I was
going to say you could just play a video game for a while, but sometimes it's like a video game I just want to pick up and play, and then sometimes I think, like the other day, I'm going through the Last of Us Part 2 again, and I got to the Capitol Hill section, and that takes almost 2 hours to go through in full. So you're not going to be able to sit down for 5 minutes and just play through that. So that can be a bit of a pain. I wish the chapters in video games were all equal length, so at least you knew how long to play before you could get on and do something else. But anyway.
And it was instant addiction, which is crazy to think about because I experimented with other things. Drugs.
Hang on. What's that?
Which is crazy to think about because I experimented with other things. Drugs and stuff like that, alcohol.
Well, yeah, drugs are not a good thing to do. Alcohol, I don't know, it depends how young you are when you're trying alcohol. So if he's about 10 or 11 when he's trying alcohol, I know I tried a sip of my dad's beer or lager at the time. I mean, lager's great now as an adult, tastes great. After a few, it's a bit too much, but having 2 or 3 pints is really nice in an evening. I wouldn't do that every evening, but if I was going out, 2 or 3 pints would be a nice thing to have. At home, just sort of 1 pint with 1 can with dinner. That's fine. I wouldn't want to be drinking more than that. Besides which, you're going to be getting up in the middle of the night to go and perform your ablutions. Certainly, the older you get. But yeah, who's going to be drinking alcohol when they're a kid? Because it just tastes horrible at that age.
And it was so easy to control that stuff. But the moment that I started watching porn, it took over me. I was a slave to that. I was a slave to porn.
Oh no! Oh dear, what a shame. First world problems, eh?
You can get rid of the internet, you can get rid of porn all you want, but it still exists. You
can't take that memory away.
gotta understand that. You go on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you're gonna
there is none of that stuff on Facebook and Twitter. If there was stuff on that, if there was anything like that on, okay, I've seen people post in groups videos that shouldn't be there, and you can't even. I'm not going to click on them anyway, but it's clear from the thumbnail what's on there, and they will not last long on Facebook, believe me. Twitter, I don't know. I mean, it depends what. Maybe he goes searching for all this stuff. I don't know. Instagram, I barely use that anyway, so yeah, I've not seen any of that on there either.
Find light porn. The person doesn't even have to be naked and having. You're gonna find light porn.
Was that like with light switches and bulbs? Get a 40-watt bulb and screw it on the end of your yeah. The mind boggles. It really does.
The person doesn't even have to be naked and having sex for it to be porn. I mean, you can go on TikTok and see some girl shaking her butt.
Right, some girl shaking her butt. That's not bad at all. What a warped sense of what a warped vision he's got of all this palaver.
It's a constant battle. I have
Yeah, it's a constant battle. You got to wrestle back and forth for half an hour.
to fight it, and it's so hard. It is hard to put this out.
Oh, it's hard. This is like a carry-on film. This is like what's it? Are You Being Served with Mrs. Slocum? And well, I'm certainly not going to say vocally what the catchphrase she says. I wouldn't even say that on Facebook. But my God, if you put that on Facebook, yeah, you'd probably get. You know what's going to happen if you can look it up. I'm not putting it on here. And if you comment the word on there, on this video, it'll probably just fall into the spam bin anyway. So you can look for it. Mrs. Slocum, Are You Being Served? You'll find it.
Out there because I feel like people think I'm good all the time, and like, no, I'm not.
Oh no, he's got to wrestle with his demons and it's natural, lad. Just oh God, stop worrying about nothing.
To even film this and like sit here and like I'm still battling it.
And he's getting drowned out by silly music he's put over the top of it.
So anyways, I started watching porn at a young age, and it just took over my life, and I would masturbate maybe 2 or 3 times a day. Like, it was
TMI.
Constant. And there would be times where the urge just comes at the most random time. There would be times where I'm in school and I just randomly get in the mood to do it, and I'm
you just well, when you're a kid you just think of all sorts of things. But yeah, as long as you're not doing it in the middle of the classroom or well, best way not to not do it at school at all. Certainly don't do it in the workplace or anything like that. Or I mean, there are MPs, at least one MP in the UK who's been doing something very naughty recently, but they paid the price for that. But yeah, just take a chill pill, lad. Just go and have a hot drink and a biscuit.
just like, what is going on? Like, it became so stressful to the point where I didn't even like doing it. Especially when it got so much darker to the point where it felt like I was doing it so constant.
So if it got darker and darker, is that why he's into the light stuff? Because then he can just put that 40-watt bulb on the end of and switch it on, and it just flashes away.
It's crazy.
Well, it's crazy that you're just putting your faith in a mythical being, that's for sure.
So then I got so happy at one point because I stopped watching porn videos for a certain period of time. When you desire something so much that's not even real, then you start to find other ways to to find satisfaction, and
Is this going to turn into a Rolling Stones song?
And I'm exposing myself right now
Pardon?
because I want people to see how dark it was.
Or just get that 40-watt bulb out again.
A video game cover, like, my God, because
Video game cover. He's excited by video game covers. I mean, we had some funny ones in the 80s. If you look up the one with for Vixen with Corinne Borrer, the model, page 3 model. I mean, obviously she kept her bits in. It was on the front of a video game magazine, so she kept her bits covered up. But yeah, 1986, I remember it well, and she was the cover girl. Oh, yeah, it would have been on the cover of the game as well, Vixen. I'm trying to think what the game was like now. Probably just a sort of fighting game. The games were very sort of basic then in the 80s, but yeah, it's not even what he's talking about here. That what his issue is. He's just bringing it out of all proportion and making a song out of nothing. It's a song and a dance out of a mountain, out of a molehill.
it's an addiction. And because I didn't have that phone, and because I couldn't search what I wanted,
Yeah, surely if you've got the addiction, then after 5 minutes, the addiction's gone for the time being. You certainly can't do it again for a while.
found what I could just to get that little stupid feeling that never goes away. It's a war. It's a war here. It's a war physically.
Pardon? I think you'll find what's going on in certain parts of the world is more a war than just what's going on in your own head. Good Lord.
It's so dark, man. And
Well, just get that light bulb out again.
it's so normalized nowadays. And that's what I hate. People think it's normal. This
It is normal.
is clearly demonic. I mean, the enemy has twisted and perverted things since the beginning.
The enemy? Oh, God. Is this what they teach people in the sort of Bible school and things? Just that you're the enemy, God is a light and all this. It just, good God, what on earth is going on?
Whatever God created for good, the enemy twists it and creates it for his own evil plan. And people
Who's the enemy? Is this supposed to be Satan or the devil or... The fuck is he on about?
see evil as normal, people see evil as good, and then good nowadays is considered bad. So what I'm doing right now is considered bad, and the enemy hates it. The reason why
You might have just heard a windy pops there.
I hate porn the most. Same thing as last time, the title of the video that I created. Porn kills love, it does something to you.
It kills love. No, it's just a distraction. There's nothing kill anything. Getting dumped, that kills love.
It affects how you love on people and how you receive love. And when you watch porn and you have these desires and you expect the things that you see in those videos, you expect that from your wife someday. And
Well, if you have certain, you'd have to have a discussion about it, depending on what it is you're talking about. The fact he doesn't go into any kind of description, so you don't really know exactly what his beef is, if you pardon the expression. And by the sounds of it, he gets excited by the front covers of video games. So he could be just looking through lingerie catalogues for all we know, and that's what he considers to be the topic of his video.
she doesn't do it, then you're going to seek something else, or you're not going to.
Well, before you get married, just sort of have a, if you fancy someone, have a good long discussion, and you should get to, well, good long what? You should basically get to know somebody before you bloody marry them. You don't just, maybe it's different if you're religious, but you don't just sort of marry the first person you see and then just hope it all works out for the best, because it bloody won't, that's for sure.
Be happy with your wife because you've watched porn so long that it did something to you, and now you aren't getting it, and
Maybe she enjoys it, who knows? Maybe she enjoys it and he doesn't, and that's the problem.
this is the most difficult video that I filmed in a while.
Oh! Then he cuts to this strange video. This is ridiculous. So they've all got the words "This is real" on their t-shirts.
There are 1.3 million porn websites.
Did they count them all? As far as I know, there's only about 2 or 3, and they just how many are they looking for?
35% of total downloads on the internet are pornographic in nature.
Where are these statistics coming from?
About 200,000 Americans are classified as porn addicts, and the pornography industry is a $97 billion business worldwide.
Who's paying for it?
Wow.
Wow, what a load of crap. Just absolute junk. But it's funny to watch. And he's also made another video showing the comments from the video from what he's had before. So let's go and have a look. So here we go. This video about his comments, and I've not seen this unless I think I sort of flicked into it briefly, if you pardon the expression. And yeah, let's have a look.
So we're just getting right into this. I mean, look at some of these comments.
We're still talking about the light bulbs from before. He's still not bothered to put one up in his on the landing or the hallway, wherever he is.
This is just sad. I mean, this is really sad.
Don't watch if you don't like it. Why are you even bothered about it?
I recently did a video on this channel where I talk about my experience with porn, the first time that I started watching, how I got addicted, and I just go into how dark it really is.
Let's go back to the why put it on your phone? Have you not got better things to do with your phone? You know, the most I tend to do with my phone is put YouTube on while I go for a walk outside. Just put some music on or a vlog on, and just have a listen to that while I'm walking around. What you know, if you got that kind of thing on your phone, and then yeah, well, that's just part of the addiction, I suppose. But why not just have it on your PC while you're at home, and then just keep your phone free of all that stuff?
Watching how I got addicted, and I just go into how dark it really is. I mean, this is really sad, some of the comments that I got. God created man and woman for man and woman to come together.
Well, he didn't really, because he doesn't exist.
To become one flesh. And the enemy has twisted and perverted things in this world.
Oh, the enemy. What the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, whatever God created for good, the enemy creates for his own evil plan. And
so he's probably talking about, yeah, devil and Satan and all that nonsense. Just this is the kind of crap they teach. I remember going to Sunday school a number of times when I was a kid. What an absolute waste of a Sunday morning that was. Just teaching you endless crap.
There's people coming together having sex with just about anybody nowadays. So
well, what's wrong with that? If you know, obviously he's Christian, so he thinks that it's just a man and woman thing, and only men and women can be together. But excuse me, you got men and men, women and women. Fine. That's the world has moved on, kid. The world is more accepting. The world is a more tolerant place. It seems to be the religious people haven't cottoned on to all that. Obviously, as long as it's between two consenting adults, that's as long as it's consensual. Nothing that's not consensual. But yeah, as long as it's consensual, then that's fine. But he seems to think even that's an issue.
So many kids are addicted to porn, they can't stop watching it because it gets so bad. They don't.
Well, they'll stop when other people come home in the household and rather interrupt the flow, so to speak.
Even see it as sin. It becomes a normal thing. It's so normalized that people think it's just a way of life. It
is a way of life.
Just another job. It's really.
It's a job like anything else. Well, yeah, I mean, for some people it is a job. They just go out and do the job and get paid, and as long as they're all acting safely, it's not something I would do. I'm not even going to get the chance. No one's going to want to see me doing that, good lord. But yeah, it's a job, and people get paid for it. You know, if you don't like that as a job, find another job.
Really, I don't even have the words to talk to some of these people because they don't want to hear it. They don't see it as bad.
Yeah, because it's nonsense. What are you talking about?
They see their sin as good. And
it's not a sin.
And I mean, some people only God can reach. There's not much.
There is no God.
much that I can do with some of the people that commented, but I'm making this video to make a point is, you know, in that video I mainly go into my experience, and I wasn't expecting some of these types of comments.
Oh dear. Man goes on the internet, doesn't like what he sees, moans about it. Good lord.
I mean, people being sarcastic,
Oh dear, wonder why.
trolling, and like it's just real. It's a sad world. How many times
Terrible.
am I gonna say sad? I don't know. There were some good comments. There were some people opening up. There were people that were just encouraging me.
Run away from it before it catches hold of you. Don't look back. Just why? I don't get what the issue is. I really don't get what the issue is. It's not something that's going to dominate your life. You know, I mean, it can't do, because I think you'd start to you physically couldn't do it. Let's just say that much. I have to watch my words.
Me saying, "Hey, it's nice to see you."
I have a dear friend who was in the industry. True the evil empire. Many of the workers are trafficked. I mean, I say I've never worked in the industry, and I'm never going to be expecting to at any point. But you know, if you don't like it, just go and get another job somewhere else.
He's somebody out there, another guy who, you know, is.
Not saying it's easy to get another job. Yeah, there's always problems with the job market and things like that. But just have a look around and see what else you do. Even if you're in a crap job and you don't like it, and then you think, well, I wish I was doing such and such a job. You may think, well, I'd rather. The best thing to do is to stay in the job you're in now while you look for another job, because you don't want to be out of work. Because it's better to be in a job while you look for another job. It looks better to new employers as well. And then when you apply for the new job, just say you're looking for a challenge or something like that, and you'd learnt everything you needed to learn. Windy Pops, not learning about Windy Pops, but you learned everything you needed to learn in one job, and you wanted to sort of move on and learn something else as a challenge. So there's that. Yeah, if you're out of work altogether, then it's going to be a bit difficult.
Admitting this is wrong, and it's good to see people who actually can see that this is clearly such an evil, dark place to be. Why?
So his voice was a little bit quiet at first, and I've just tried to put the volume up. It's not made the slightest bit of difference.
Why would anybody want to live in bondage to such a thing and to be controlled by it? Something that I want to read is Matthew.
Live in what? Live in the come on. Let's just hit the subtitles. It's going to be easier.
So I'm going to say sad. I don't know. There were some good comments. There were some people opening up. There were people that were just encouraging me, saying, "Hey, it's nice to see somebody out there, another guy who, you know, is admitting this is wrong." And it's good to see people who actually can see that this is clearly such an evil, dark place to be. Why would anybody want to live in bondage to such a thing? And
oh, right, so he's using that word, but he's just sort of using it as a excuse me, using it as not a sort of a not in physical, sort of metaphorical terms rather than actual terms.
To be controlled by it. Something that I want to read is Matthew chapter 5 verse 28. And
oh God, yeah, Matthew chapter 5 verse 28. So that's is that the one Ned Flanders keeps going on about?
it says, "But I say to you that whoever looks at a woman to lust for her has already committed adultery with her in his heart."
It's
Whoever looks at a woman to lust for her has already committed adultery with her in his heart.
Let's
Whoever looks at a woman to
let's just take your these subtitles. It was really because of that word that came on screen, but before, well, he said, yeah, the B word. Whoever looks at a woman to lust for has already committed adultery with her in his heart. Well, he hasn't at all. He's just, you know, everyone looks. As Al Pacino said in Scent of a Woman, "The day we stop looking, Charlie, is the day we die." So, yeah. What are religious couples like? Do they just sort of sit and have tea all day and then do absolutely nothing else whatsoever? That's just, what else do they do all day? Answers on a postcard.
To lust for her has already committed adultery with her in his heart. When you're looking at porn, is that not committing adultery?
No.
Sad.
Oh dear.
So sad. The more you
So sad. So it's a sad, so sad. It's a sad, sad situation.
continue to watch porn and you continue going down that road, living that lifestyle where you continue to do it just to get that.
Yeah, we can only continue so long, obviously due to physical restrictions.
That little feeling, that's what it is. You want that feeling. It's not that you just want to do it. I'm sorry I did that. But
Let's just see that again.
that's what it is. You want that feeling. It's not that you just want to do it. I'm sorry I did that. But it's not that you just want to do it. Everybody wants that feeling. And
What about Nike? Just do it.
and then again, people think it's love. That's why when you find somebody, you expect those things that you watch to happen. And then when it doesn't happen, you're confused and you're not meeting your desires because you think your desires are from that porn video. It's sad. Porn changes.
It's just something that's sort of used as a bit of a distraction. It's not something that's... if you're letting it take over your life, then I think you've got other issues than that. You've just got to... Maybe you've not got enough hobbies. Maybe you're spending too much time reading a book that's just full of nonsense. You know, the one you'll only read every Sunday. It's full of nonsense. Go outside, get a walk, get some fresh air.
The brain. Just like drugs, porn is another drug. It does something to your brain. I'm reading right here.
It's not a drug at all. Just what on earth are you rambling on about?
Over time, the brain gets overwhelmed by the constant overload of chemicals and starts to build up a dependency to pornography.
Why is he shouting? I should have turned the volume down again.
Give me reasons why it's bad. I mean, that's just
Well, it's not bad.
one reason. There's a whole list of reasons why it's bad.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Sounds like he needs some relief.
Can you give me the reasons why it's good?
Because it's a reliever. It gets rid of stress and allows you to get on with your day.
Why is porn good? Can somebody please comment that? I mean, how stupid I'm being loving, but how? There's no good reason. There's literally no good reason.
Oh, he's doing that hand motion again. Well, there must be a good reason, otherwise it wouldn't exist.
For money? Is that a good reason? You make a lot of money?
Well, some of them make a lot of money, I suppose. I've no idea what sort of salary they're on. And do they get bonuses?
It because you're desperate and you want money? For love? A love that's not real? A love that's not going to last forever? A fake love?
Oh dear, love never lasts forever. You know, just a relationship can end at any time. Depends what kind of relationship he's looking for. One that just lasts 5 seconds with a snog on the dance floor, or just I don't know. Maybe he needs a nice lady to take him away from the camera.
What is the good reason? The more you continue watching porn, you're going to want to meet new desires. New desires, new desires, new desires.
Well, everyone's got some, things they want to achieve in life, aims, goals. Maybe it wants to make you want to set your goals higher. Who knows?
And you're going to try to find more. That's why it always goes down the list. I hear people talk about porn, and it starts small, where it's just, It
reminds me of this from the late great Sean Hughes, the Irish comedian who died at the age of 51, I think. He said he was talking about this, and he just the sort of upshot of the joke was that eventually, as he got addicted, eventually he started looking for harder and harder stuff until he started looking at pictures of completely naked women. But that sounds what this guy's doing. Just it sounds like he's not even met a lady yet.
That's like all the different categories and stuff. People are searching for more and more and more and more and more. When people see something shocking and surprising and they get off to something, then they're going to start to seek more. That is what porn does to you. And that's why people can't stop and they're not free from it.
Sounds like he's looking for more and more reasons just to think why it's bad. I'm still not convinced by any of his ranting.
This is funny. I came across this, porn kills love. That's literally what it says. That's one of the videos I did on this channel. It says,
Which is bunkum.
in real life, real love
I said bunkum.
requires a real person. Research has found that after men are exposed to pornography, they rate themselves as less in love with their partner than men who didn't see any porn.
Depends whether the partner's into it as well.
On top of that, another study found that after being exposed to pornographic images, people were more critical of their partner's appearance. The amount of marriages that have ended because of porn is mind-blowing.
Not necessarily. There will be other reasons going on as a result of that. You know, not everyone is compatible with everyone else, and maybe it takes them a while to realise that.
You can find multiple reasons on why porn is bad and why you shouldn't be living in it, but the main one is it's sin. It's
not a sin. You're just reading the bollocks out of your silly books from Sunday school.
It's clearly sin, and whether you believe in Jesus or not.
No.
Whether you believe that there's this creator out there, it doesn't change the fact that truth stays truth. Truth is truth whether you believe in it or not.
That's specious reasoning.
And at the end of the day, it is sin. Our sin separates us from God.
Jesus Christ. Of course, I'm denouncing all that, and then I'm saying the same words myself. But you get where I'm coming from. He's just talking out of his hat. He really is.
So the last thing I want to answer is somebody was asking, well, what is the solution? You didn't provide a solution. The solution is always the same with everything else. We must repent.
Repent. Oh, I was going to say something else then.
We must turn from this. And we have to make the choice. That's what I got to make clear. We have to make the choice to turn from our sin. I chose to turn from porn. It's not that it was easy and I wanted
Stop shouting.
to stop watching porn. No, I had to realize I'm a sinful man.
You're not. You're just a normal man by the sounds of it. You just choose to learn choose to believe some complete and utter rubbish. And now it's that's controlling your life, and not the topic at hand, if you pardon the expression.
And that I have to turn from my wicked ways. Porn
Wicked ways, my best art.
is not from God. It is not of God.
Well, if God created man and woman, as you say, then if He creates everything, then He has created this thing.
I had to turn from it, but I can't fight it with my own flesh. So what do I have to do? I have to bury my old life.
Pardon?
I have to wash it away. I have to wash that sinful nature away. When you
For now.
You get baptized and you go under that water, God literally sets you free.
Oh, what a load of old crap. They just, no, all that happens if you get baptized and they push you under the water, presumably as an adult, because, excuse me, if you get baptized as a child, then I think, do they not just sort of get you over the font and then put water on your forehead? But yeah, from what I've seen with baptizing, if they sort of dunk you in the water, the most that happens is that water goes up your nose, and it's very uncomfortable for a minute or so.
The chains break and you're free from that sin. A lot of people don't think that they can be set free from sin, but you can be. It's up to you whether you live in it, though. And after we get baptized, we shall receive the Holy Spirit, where we
Good Lord.
work with the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit convicts us and helps us to live this life.
Who has put him in this position of talking this complete bollocks?
I don't fight things with my own strength anymore. I have God who fills me with His Spirit, and I'm able to fight these feelings in this fleshly body.
Can't fight the feeling.
You can live in freedom. To go to a counselor, to go to another person, most people are going to teach you how to manage this. I don't want people to manage this. I want people to be set free in the name.
You just want to boss people about due to all the bollocks you're believing.
Jesus. You're not going to find a lot of YouTubers out there, or a lot of people in the world who teach you that you can be set free from this. Most churches don't
Yeah, because most people are sensible and they don't believe the bunkum that you're dishing out here.
even teach you that you can be set free. But you can be set free from sin. And nobody deserves to live in porn addiction. No.
Jeez, I mean, just imagine if we showed him the video from last Christmas, I think it was, with the one with the man who's been waiting for Santa to come, and then Santa ends up having a relationship, gay relationship with Santa, and it was quite a strange advert. I forget which country it was from now, but I've got a reaction video on my my channel somewhere. But show him that advert, and he will flip his wig. He really will.
Nobody deserves to be in bondage to porn. If you're watching this, and
he knows an awful lot about that sort of thing, doesn't he? I worry for him.
even if you still disagree with me, it's fine. I just hope God opens your eyes and reveals this to you, because this is not normal. This is not a normal life. To just do it for fun, to make an excuse because you know it's addictive, you need to be set free in the name of Jesus Christ. He's the only one who can set you free.
If that's the case, then why doesn't he turn up and show his face?
Nothing else, nobody else.
And how do you explain him dying and then coming back to life? You can't, can you?
You're sinning against your own body. This is actually the one sin where it says to run from. Sexual sin is very dangerous because it doesn't only affect somebody else, but it affects you as well. Repent, turn from it. Turn from your wicked ways and humble yourself.
How do these people relieve their stress then? I dread to think.
Turn towards a holy, righteous God, your Creator. So thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. And I'll see you all again soon.
What a load of utter crap, he really is. Anyway, what do you think? Please like this video. Post a comment below, let me know what you think. But in the meantime, please like this video. Share with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell for all the notifications. And cue Genesis, but obviously not Genesis from the Bible, whichever Bible it's from, I've no idea. But the band kind, the pop music kind. Oh, good lord.